So this is what's going to happen the way you guys just laid this out. This is going to be right now 1, 2, 5, 9 between the ACC, the Big 12, the Big 10, and SEC. You got 9 spots that you guys have allocated. Then you've allocated Notre Dame 10, and you've allocated one group of 5, which gives us 11. So the balance of power comes down to either the Big 10 gets 3 and the SEC gets 4, or the Big 10 gets 4 and the SEC gets 4, or the Big 10 gets 3 and the SEC gets 5. And if the SEC gets 5, then this becomes the SEC Invitational. And that's why I had you guys do that little walkthrough right there, analysis of who's in, who's not in. Because there's going to be a lot of people pissed off if this becomes the SEC Invitational, except for those people in the SEC.
Yeah.
Thoughts on that? Any ideas? Any thoughts? Pushback? Feedback?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think one of the reasons why SEC has been good, there's I don't know, fishy stuff going on maybe, but the SEC's teams, like Georgia lost to Alabama, so their only loss is to another one of their top teams. Just I think the good teams in the SEC kind of know each other, whereas in the Big Ten, like, who's not ranked, and they also lost to Notre Dame, who's not in their conference. Like a lot of these teams, their losses don't look as impressive, but because those SEC teams are already ranked high, those are the teams that they're losing to. They kind of
Yeah. Anwar, do me a favor.
So right now,
Pull up the USC remaining schedule.
USC.
They got Oregon, right?
Yeah, USC
Coming
has
up.
Oregon coming up soon. Yeah, they do. I can tell you who they got left. So USC, they've got Iowa and Oregon. See, I told you it's like a triangle, and Michigan is not in this conversation. Michigan is still in the conversation for the Big Ten championship, but this triangle of teams that pretty much have to remain playing each other are USC, Iowa, and Oregon. It's basically a round robin between those three. They basically all play each other.
So I would go so far as to say this. Oregon, well, first off, USC's 6-2, but what Dan just said is their loss is outside of the conference. So that 6-2 is not a 6-2 that, say, Oregon would have, which would mean that their 2 losses would be conference losses, right?
I think USC's losses are both conference losses.
No, they lost to Notre Dame and they lost to Illinois.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
You're right.
So if that's the case, I think just looking at this, realistically, I could see the Big Ten getting 4, even with an Oregon loss, provided that loss is only to USC. If they lose to Iowa, I can't see them getting in. Okay. And then let me tell you something. Anwar, you've seen me mad when the Buckeyes lose, and you know how I get. If Michigan beats them this year, we might not have a show the very next Tuesday, just to let you know.
I can say, as also an Ohio State fan, this year it doesn't matter because Ohio State's going to be in the playoffs either way.
But that puts Michigan in the playoffs. That's what pisses me off. If they beat us, potentially could put them in the playoffs.
Potentially, but
it would knock us out of the Big Ten championship, right?
USC,
which might not be a bad thing.
Right, you get an extra week. I see that's the reason why. The one reason why it just doesn't matter to me is because I believe that Ohio State is like a lock right now, pretty much.
Okay.
I feel like the top 3 teams in the country are a lock already, including Texas A&M. So
okay.
Yeah, I think that's top